You expect me to believe that's why you skipped PT, Private? The drill sergeant barked, his spit landing inches from her face. A ripple of laughter rolled through the ranks behind her. Cameras out, phones ready, another humiliation about to go viral. Private Emma Ray stood motionless, shoulders squared, face unreadable. Her gray t-shirt clung to her like armor, soaked from yesterday's rain. The sleeve pulled just enough to reveal the coiled black snake tattoo on her right arm. They didn't know what it meant. Not yet. I'm not allowed to run for medical reasons, sir, she said calmly, voice low. Oh, medical reasons, huh? The sergeant paced in front of her, waving his hand theatrically to the watching recruits. Did the ink on your arm make you allergic to sweat too? More laughter, a few snickers from the back. Someone muttered, Princess. But Emma didn't flinch. Not when they mocked her. Not when the officer stepped closer to make an example out of her. Not even when someone behind her whispered, Bet she cried to her mommy for a waiver. The tension snapped the moment the colonel arrived. Colonel Mason, silver star, combat boots polished like mirrors. The field went silent as he approached from the far end. Soldiers straightening instinctively. His eyes locked on the drill sergeant, then slid past him to Emma. His gaze dropped, froze, just for a second. That tattoo. Everything changed in that heartbeat. He didn't speak, not at first, just stepped closer. The murmurs were gone now. The wind even seemed to hush. His finger lifted toward the tattoo on Emma's bicep, where the black snake curled around a sword. Who authorized this mark? He asked, voice flat, cold. Emma met his eyes. Omega Division, sir. Black Ops, Clearance Echo 7. You could hear a pin drop. The colonel's face shifted, something between shock and awe. He turned slowly to the sergeant. Did you know who this soldier is? The sergeant faltered. Sir, I just assumed she was. You assumed wrong. The colonel's voice boomed like a cannon. This mark is classified. No one below Echo clearance should even be looking at it. The sergeant stepped back, pale. Emma still hadn't moved. Now the colonel addressed the recruits. Let me tell you something about the Omega Division, he began, pacing before the wide-eyed group. You've never heard of them. That's the point. They're ghosts, operatives pulled from the brink of death, trained to complete the missions we can't admit exist. He paused in front of Emma. Private Ray here isn't just a soldier. She's saved more lives than everyone in this field combined. Her last operation pulled 6 hostages out of an enemy prison before the building blew. Someone whispered, No way. She was presumed dead for 48 hours, the colonel continued. She walked out of the jungle with 2 bullet wounds, carrying the team medic on her back. And the reason she's not running PT? She has 2 titanium rods in her spine from that mission. A wave of silence crashed over them. One by one, phones disappeared into pockets. Heads dropped. Some recruits even looked ashamed. But it wasn't over. The colonel turned back to Emma. Permission to speak freely? She nodded. Yes, sir. He looked to the group. You mocked a hero today. You laughed because you saw weakness. But you didn't know the price of that tattoo. That snake? It's not a decoration. It's a grave marker. Every line on it represents a fallen teammate, and she carries that weight every damn day. Emma finally looked up, eyes hard. I don't run laps to prove I'm strong. I run missions to keep you alive. The colonel stepped beside her. Dismissed, Private. Emma turned and walked off the field. No applause, just stunned silence, and respect that burned louder than any cheer. Later that evening, as the recruits sat in the mess hall, a video of the confrontation had already made its rounds, but not the kind they expected. No laughing captions, no mocking comments, just a still shot of Emma's back, walking away from the formation, the black snake visible in the sunset. The top comment read, I'll never laugh at what I don't understand again. Behind that ink was a story no one asked to hear, because they'd already decided who she was. But Emma didn't need them to understand. She didn't serve for applause. She served because others couldn't. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know how you feel in the comment.